December 1988, Britain experienced its worst ever air disaster. A Pan Am Boeing 747 fell from the sky onto the town of Lockerbie in Scotland. The aircraft had exploded in mid-air as a result of a terrorist bomb, scattering pieces of the shattered 747 over an area of 10 square miles. Hundreds of rescue workers were quickly on the scene in the hunt for survivors. Somewhere in that vast area were the bodies of the 258 passengers that had perished. The blazing main section had struck a hill to the east of Lockerbie, spraying thousands of gallons of aviation fuel over the surrounding houses. Lorry drivers from the nearby trunk road were some of the first on the scene.
There was nothing we could do here at all. I mean, absolutely nothing. The guy behind me, we started running across the fields to the houses. You know, I mean, the one or two houses were totally engulfed again, nothing you could do. But the ones on the outskirts, you know, there was obviously hope, you know.
One eyewitness stated that flames, hundreds of feet high, lit up the sky.
Fires were breaking out all over, you know, as if it was oil or something landed on the roofs of the houses, and it was catching fire from the sparks off of this. And at the side of that house, I thought I seen a lad running. Maybe my imagination, but I thought he was on fire, like. And by the time I got up there, God, this old lady was wandering about. She was in shock. I can't believe what I've seen over there. I couldn't believe that. I didn't think that could happen. Fires were breaking as I was walking up the street. The fires were breaking out in front of me and behind me, and I was frightened. It just happened, you know. I mean, these things, I don't know, they just... Sorry, this is just affecting me now.
Next morning, the full extent of the damage and carnage became even more apparent. The smashed remains of the aircraft's cockpit section sat high up on a hill overlooking the town. Finding the remains of the victims was a mammoth task, with bodies spread over the vast area. Police set up a control center overlooking the stricken town. More than 40 homes were destroyed by the falling wreckage of the airliner, adding a number of residents to the dead and injured. 2 rows of houses had been flattened by the airplane's engines. This small Scottish town, with a population of just over 3,000, would never be the same again. The scars of this horrific disaster would take generations to heal. Somewhere around the town, in an area of 10 square miles, were the bodies of 258 passengers and crew. Pan Am Flight 103 had taken off from London's Heathrow Airport at 6:25 p.m. on a routine 7-hour flight to New York's John F. Kennedy Airport. The list of dead included US and Japanese diplomats, along with a number of US servicemen flying home for Christmas with their families. In all, 270 people perished at Lockerbie on that cold December evening. Although this was one of Britain's worst ever disasters, it was no accident.